So as some of you might know from my Instagram stories, I've been driving across Canada with my mom for the past week. I wasn't able to edit on the road, so this video has the entire trip from start to finish. We were completely self-sufficient, save for some gas stops along the way to minimize the risk of catching and spreading COVID-19. We spent our first night at Moyi Lake near Cranbrook, British Columbia. That's one day, 6 hours. Day 1 out of 6. 3,500 kilometers to go. It's surreal. I can't believe we're going 4,000 kilometers in a week.
way.
It's gonna be fun. The next day we woke up to see that it rained the night before. The car looked pretty awesome, so I had to get a few shots of it. We drove the rest of the Crow's Nest Pass with our sights set on making it to the Cypress Hills on the Alberta-Saskatchewan border. It took us a while to get going in the morning, so it was looking like we were gonna have a late night. There was also a lot of construction blocking the road close to the Alberta border. That's pretty crazy. So I am stopped in Fernie. I'm in the car alone, so this is a great opportunity to actually tell you what we're doing here. Me and my mom are going to Ottawa to go visit my grandparents on her side. We didn't want to take the plane because obviously that's super dangerous with the whole COVID thing going on. And we just bought a new car, so we trusted enough to get us all the way across the country. But meanwhile, look at this view. The thing about Alberta, and apparently all of central Canada, is that there are so little corners on the Trans-Canada Highway that they need to warn you whenever you need to use your steering wheel. The funny thing is that you could almost always see the corner coming well before you could actually see the sign. It's the thought that counts, I guess. Also, prairie sunsets are beautiful.
Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat.
So right now it is about 10:45 p.m. We are currently cooking water for dishes because we were very late getting here. Good morning, prairies. Wait, these aren't prairies. Where are we? These are the Cypress Hills. They were kind of left behind while the rest of the prairies worked on flattening themselves out. Fun fact, they're the highest point between the Rocky Mountains and Labrador, which is all the way over here. Humans have lived here for over 8,500 years, and it isn't hard to see why. There's a lake over through those trees there. I can't see it very well from here, but I'll see if I can get to a spot where I can. Can't see it very easily from here, but over there, it's completely flat. And it's like that on all sides of this little hill range. So I have no idea where this trail goes, so I think I'm gonna currently abandon my search to go find a better viewpoint of the lake. We're just gonna have to live with this. Wonder how that happened. Oh God. Also, Saskatchewan's really windy. That night, we pulled into Spruce Woods Provincial Park, and for the first time, we were early enough so that I could walk around and take some videos of the place. It's beautiful. Here's a fun fact about this park. The service isn't good enough to actually look anything up, so I wasn't able to look up anything cool about this park. You know, I kind of thought this trail would go to something a little bit more interesting. It keeps going though. Let's see what's on the other side of it. That's a lot of what looks like poison ivy. Poison ivy, poison ivy. Tree, poison ivy. Hey, there's more of it back there. Kind of funny, I have yet to find a spruce tree. More poison ivy. What the f? I guess we'll just keep going. Holy sh**. What are they? That's so sick. So this morning we are in Quetico National Park, Provincial Park, which is a provincial park with apparently 2,000 lakes, which we're not going to see because it's pouring rain outside. It's in the middle of eastern Ontario, which is probably the closest to nowhere you can get without going north in Nunavut.
I came a long way on my own. I'm doing this shit on my own. I don't give a fuck what I'm sorry. I came a long way on my own. Like her pussy made out of gold. I swear her pussy out in my soul.
So right now we are here in Quetico Provincial Park. And today we're gonna drive through here, through Thunder Bay. We have to pick up a tarp because we know it's gonna rain. Then we're going up here into the north of Ontario. And we're going to end up around this area at Rene Brunel Provincial Park. We're gonna camp there. It's gonna rain all night and all day, which is gonna suck. It's so windy. How windy is it? I'm getting pushed up the hill. I think we have actually officially made it. I'm gonna take a power stance to fight the wind when I'm trying to take photos. Oh my god. It looks like we are gonna be sleeping in the rain tonight. If you're wondering how windy it was last night, because I didn't get any video, it was the kind of wind that makes stuff like this happen. And our tent was right here when it happened. Thankfully we weren't in it, but you can still see the stake on the ground. Where is it? Over here. That we left there when we panic packed everything up and moved it behind the car. But after that night of rainy, windy hell, we've woken up to this.
Today is the last day of our cross-country road trip. It feels surreal to have driven this far across Canada, and even more so that we could have driven much further before we would have reached the easternmost point of the country.
So I am about 200 kilometers from Ottawa, and I'm hiding my face from the sunlight over here because I've been camping for 5 nights. We'll get to Ottawa sometime today, I think, I hope. So, yeah.
Hey, I couldn't hear the doorbell.
Hello.
So yeah, that was the end of our trip. Or was it?
So I'm about to go on a wild goose chase. I'm gonna ride my skateboard to Quebec and add another province to this road trip.
Spiced.
Here we are. That's very pretty. Ontario, Quebec. Ontario, Quebec. I'm a child. I'm literally 12 years old.